What's up, guys? We are in Shenandoah National Park. That's Skyline Drive right down there. So you may hear some cars go past. Just off the parking lot. Gonna do about 6 miles tonight. Headed to Gravel Springs Hut area where we're gonna stay overnight. And then hike back out, finish the loop tomorrow morning. All in all, should be about 14 miles. Oh, here's some flowers. It is a little bit chilly. Tonight it's actually supposed to get down to 22. So, see how that goes. That means I ended up bringing a little more gear than I would for warmer temps. We'll talk more about the gear later. But I actually wanted to bring more than usual because I'm testing out this pack. It's the Teton Sports Explorer. So I wanted to see how it could handle the weight. All in, water and food, sitting at about 34 pounds. So pretty heavy. Hasn't greened up yet, but still so beautiful out here. All right, clearly I should not be talking while going up this hill since I'm huffing and puffing. Whew. There's probably no way you'll be able to see it on the camera, but it is actually snowing a little bit. Whew. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you, I think it's about 2:45. I think I'll get to camp sometime between 5 and 6, but I'm in no hurry. No matter what, I should have plenty of time to get set up. This is pretty. A little bit of the AT here. I'm a fan. We are not quite 2 miles in. We have to cross Skyline Drive in a minute. You can kind of see a little bit of the valley over there. A little bit of a climb now, up to North Marshall, I think. And that'll be the high point of the trip. I think it's over 3,000 feet. Check the elevation when we get up there. So far I've seen more people than I thought I would. Saw one guy that seemed like an AT thru hiker, but I don't think any of them get this far this soon. I've been watching Quadzilla hikes. Dude, that guy's a beast. He came through here about a week ago, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, he crushes the miles. But his pack doesn't weigh 34 pounds. I'm also testing out some different shoes. I'm a big fan of zero drop and wide toe box. So, of course, I've used Ultras for a long time. But these are Lems. I was gonna get their Boulder boot, but then I saw they had these zero drop wide toe box trail runners. So far they're nice. See how they do. Going up, breathing heavy again. Whew. All right, we are about 3 miles in. It's been just over an hour, so making an excellent time. I love the temperature out here right now. I just hike really hot, so cooler temperatures are nice. I turned the thermodrop on, it said it was 41. Gotta say, this pack still feels really good. Well, I hate to admit not having faith in Teton Sports because they haven't let me down yet. I wasn't sure how the pack would handle that amount of weight, but so far it's actually super comfortable. Loving it. Whew. Missing some of the sign, but got the gist. Something's prohibited, and we'll be at about 3,200 feet. This is the last little climb up to Mount Marshall. Not a bad view. Mount Marshall, everybody. Yeah, this is the high point of the hike. Garmin says we are at about 33.5, so it should be mostly downhill from here to the campsite, which means I might get a little chilly. Also, I just realized I'm starving. I gotta eat something. I put all my snacks in this hip belt pocket. One thing I don't love about this pack is that it doesn't have hip belt pockets. But I picked that one up on Amazon, I think for 15 bucks. It's easy to open, easy to close, easier than the ones on my other packs. Anyway, snack time. This is a cool trail. I like it. Oh, this should be a good view. That's awesome. Should probably send a quick check-in message. Super easy. I love this thing. Looks like we got to cross Skyline Drive again. We are just over 4 miles in. It's about 4 o'clock, just after 4. So shouldn't have any problem getting to camp by 5, which is good. Plenty of time to set the tent up. Got the quilts loft up. Yes, I said quilts. I brought 2, and hopefully plenty of time to dry off. I brought separate sleep clothes. I've just learned I always have to do that because I sweat so dang much, but it'd be nice if these clothes dry off so I can put dry clothes on in the morning. Skyline. Here we go. I'm realizing that I really should have put some anti-chafe cream on before this hike. I thought about just trying to push through the last mile, but that's funny. I think we're all going to be happier if I put this on right now, so be right back. Well, I managed to do that without getting caught. even though I'm right in the middle of the trail. Let's put some of this on, shall we? Let's continue, shall we? Alright, we got one more Skyline Drive crossing. And I think it's only like another quarter-ish mile. Man, check out that huge branch that fell off of that tree. That right there is just a branch off of that big old tree. I don't know if you can see that on the video. It broke off right there. It looks like an entire tree. That actually looks pretty recent. Huh. I wonder if that happened this winter with all that snow we got. Speaking of snow, this is the route that my brother and I were going to do in January, I think. But then we ended up leaving the house a little bit late, and it was a much longer drive to get here than where we went, which was I think Ashby Gap to Rod Hollow Shelter, and it was snowing like crazy. If you haven't watched that video, you definitely should. The snow was crazy. My Z-Pack triplex was, let's just say we tested the static load on that baby. It was holding a ton of snow. It's a fun trip though. Speaking of, here we are. Yeah, Gravel Springs. Almost there. Gravel Springs Hut, point 2. So we have done just over 6 miles. It is 4:55. We are coming up on the campsite. We'll get camp set up, relax, have some dinner, do some reading, stay warm in the 2 sleeping bags. Oh yeah, I have to show you some of the gear, other gear that I'm testing out. Not bags, quilts. 2 quilts. I got a new quilt from Hammock Gear that I'm super stoked about, but it's only a 40-degree quilt. So I also brought my 15-degree quilt from Perea Outdoors. It should be super toasty. I've got my Perea Recharge XL pad, which says as an R value 4.7, but I also brought my Thermarest just to be safe. Now I can see the shelter and one other tent down here. Let's go check it out. Let's come down here and find us a spot. They are getting ready to get a fire going. Don't blame them, it's chilly. And they're both doing half the AT this year, which is awesome. The lady said that she started at Harper's Ferry. I said, what about you? No. One night. Maybe someday though. I think I will fit right there. Should. Yeah, well, let's go for it. It is literally snowing. All right, we got the quilts all set up. There's the one from Hammock Gear. That's my Perea 15. Should be nice and fluffy. I'm a little worried about that. I gotta try and stake it out a little bit better. Yeah, I'm sure I can get it sorted out somehow. Almost set up. Oh. So it's not too cold. The thermodrops is 43. 6 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock. So the gear I'm testing out is backpack. Actually, Teton Sports sent it to me. Wanted me to try it out. So far, I really like it. This tent, I did a rain test on it, which it failed. But it's not supposed to rain tonight. And I wanted to bring it out here to see if I think it's worth trying to waterproof it. It seems like a cool tent, but I am worried about the room at the foot box. I think that's going to be an issue. What else? New quilt from Hammock Gear. It's the orange one on the bottom, underneath the Perea. I didn't have any one quilt that was warm enough, so I brought two. Because I've just decided I don't like season bags anymore. These shoes, these Lems, super comfortable. Definitely liking those. I feel like there's more, but maybe that's it. Really nice up here. This ground is super rocky. It's hard to set the tent up. This is where it's at. Where it's at. Let's go make some dinner. Filter it tomorrow. I don't want to put water through my filter and then risk it freezing tonight, so get it tonight and then I've got it ready for tomorrow. Guess I'll try and go socialize. I'll try. This is a small tent. Just trying to get changed before I get in here because I cannot do it once I do get in there. And give you more of an update then. Oh man, should I go pee one more time? I probably should. I'll be right back. Alright, so in the tent, it is super tight quarters in here. Also got the door open right now. I don't know if you can see that. So, got the vestibule open. Gonna keep that open as long as I can just to try and avoid condensation issues. But one guy checked the weather forecast and because he said there's a 40% chance of precipitation, which is a bummer. So we'll see. But I'm gonna keep it open as long as I can because it feels pretty warm so far. I think these two quilts are gonna work really well. I did talk to the people at the shelter. It's really fun. One of them's doing half the AT this year. One of them did the whole thing back in 2013. Is just out here for a weekend. One of them started in October, and then or August maybe, and then took a couple of months off over the winter and is finishing it now. It's just fun talking to him about hiking, life, everything. It was fun. It was good. Well, I'm gonna relax, maybe do some reading. It's only It's only 8:32, but it was getting cold out there. It's about 37. It's supposed to drop down to mid-20s, maybe low 20s. So it's time to get in the quilts. I can already feel them getting warm, which is good. I want to be toasty tonight. And the amount of loft I've got is just a little bit crazy. Yeah, as you can see, condensation could end up being an issue, which is why I really want to keep that open as long as I can. Yeah. Yep, definitely gonna keep that open. All right, time to relax. Well, I'm whispering because there are other tents super close, and it's like 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go to sleep with the door open, or with the vestibule open, try and keep the condensation down, and yeah, we'll see in the morning. It's 6 o'clock, and I cannot wait any longer to pee. Morning, guys. It is 7 o'clock. Oops. Just finished doing a little reading. It's so peaceful and nice out here. Hear the birds. Sun's been coming up. I gotta say, I love sleeping with the vestibule open. Taking a time lapse. So I could just look out and see the stars and the trees. The moon was pretty bright, so I could see the trees all night. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be doing that more. And it stayed plenty warm, and there was no condensation, so that was definitely a win. Let's see, this thermodrop says 36. Let's see what the low is. It says the low is 31. But I think that was a little warmer since it was at the top of that tent. I don't know. I left one outside. We'll have to check it and see how cold it got last night. Love it out here. Slept super good. 2 quilts, 2 pads, 2 pillows for the win. I did wake up at like 2 or 3. I realized I never put my hat on. And it was pretty cold outside at that point, especially with the vestibule open. So putting the hat on helped. Yeah. Probably time to get up and pack up camp. Yeah, it's time. But then, hot chocolate. Gonna put the tent away. Make some hot chocolate. Have a quick breakfast. Say hi to whoever's down at the shelter. Get out of here. Come on, shoes. So there did end up being a little condensation down on the foot box of my top quilt, which is a bummer. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm talking kind of soft. The guy that was right there already left, but there's still 2 tents back there. I'm trying not to be annoying. It's definitely the smallest tent I've used on a backpacking trip. That was interesting. It wasn't so bad. I think it would be okay with not so much loft. But I don't know. Maybe not. I probably need to try it with a couple other setups before I say that I think that. Let's take the tent down. Also, it's snowing again. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. But it is definitely snowing. It's like those little styrofoam balls. Whew, all right.
Is it snowing again?
Yeah, it seems to be just going on and off. Didn't want to picture that bad.
Just for like raccoons and mice and stuff.
I almost left a thermodrop up here. I forgot to check and see how cold it got. So we got to come back up here one more time. It's just fun trying to come up this rocky path. I had to pee at 6 in the morning. Ooh, here's the thermodrop. So it says 33 now, low of 30. So not too bad. A lot warmer than I thought it was going to be. Shall we? It's about 9 a.m. We've got 8 miles to do today. Not too much climbing. Less than yesterday, I think. So far, I really like this loop though. It's kind of been snowing on and off all morning. It's chilly. It's kind of a spooky kind of a wood right here. Rah! I was dumb. Did I scare any of you? Be honest. So far I'm really liking most of the gear I've been testing. This pack is awesome. There's a couple things I don't love about it, but I'll talk about those in a more detailed review video. Honestly, for the price, I think it's awesome. Shoes are crushing it. I didn't love the tent. I mean, it wasn't bad. Glad it didn't rain. The quilts were toasty warm, doubled up. I'm talking too much. See ya. Oop, I think I can hear water. That's pretty. Alright, we are about 2.25 miles in. Feeling good. Should probably have a snack now. It's a cool white flower. Flowers are just starting to come up here. They're gonna be amazing in a couple weeks. Alright, anyway, where was I? Snack time. Right. Honey Stinger waffles. Seriously, so dang good. Sometimes hard to eat when it's below freezing. But still delicious. Mmm. Whoa. That did not happen very long ago. Whew. This one did happen a while ago. All right, we are just over 4 miles in. It's about halfway, hour 41, and the sun just came out. Literally, that is the first sunshine we've had all day. I'm loving it. And there it goes behind the cloud again. Well, glad you guys got to enjoy it with me. I feel like I can hear some more water up here. You know what? I don't usually stop for snack breaks, but man, this place is just gorgeous. More little waterfalls over there. Some right here. Perfect rock right here. Sun's coming out. I think we're gonna stop for a little snack break right here. Let's do it. Gorgeous. All right, let's keep going. It is warming up quick on this uphill. We're at almost 7 miles. It's a little over a mile left. This uphill's got me looking for oxygen. What a day. The skies are blue. Right? Man, what a perfect day. It's probably 45 degrees. I don't know. Days don't get much better than this one. last third of a mile or so. Yeah, I can see where the trail ends up there. Man, check out that tree. Woo. I'm impressed by old trees. Check that view out. Jenkins Gap. What an awesome trip. Love Shenandoah National Park. That's exactly what I needed this weekend. That's what I needed. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, life is better with some dirt in it. Yes.